And welcome to Spartanburg, South Carolina, the site of training camp for the Carolina Panthers, and our daily segment on what's going on in training camp. Well, the word of the day is soggy. Rain tonight has forced the Panthers inside where they're in Benjamin Johnson Arena practicing rather than Gibbs Stadium.
Yeah, soggy night, so they had a walkthrough this morning. Now they're having a walkthrough again tonight. So they did lose a day on the field, but as long as they keep getting out there and learning this new offensive defense, at least they're learning what's going on to get ready for the first preseason game on Saturday.
The players mentioned this morning, Jordan Gross in particular, used to be he thought that when they would have walkthrough, it was just a day off of practice, but the walkthroughs have been good for them there. But again, this team's very young with a new coaching staff and all. Cannot really afford to miss a on-the-field practice like they did tonight.
Yeah, they can't afford to miss on-the-field practice, but like you said, a lot of players have talked about it. These walkthroughs are almost just as important as a day on the field. I mean, like you said, last year it really didn't matter because it was the same concept, but totally new concept, offense and defense. So these walkthroughs are chances for guys to get the details down on what's going to go on that field, and that's going to be important come the first preseason game. I mean, it's time to get on the field and play some football. So anything that goes on this week is very important.
Panthers are coming off of what I thought was a good performance Saturday. I guess for the fan standpoint, some of the players have even mentioned too on how the offense has struggled in the past though, but good offensive showing, not really meaning the defense was bad for the Panthers though, but it was good to see them open the offense up Saturday.
Yeah, good to see them open the offense up a little bit. Ron Rivera and Chazinski both said that they started to let a little bit more go so the players could see what is going to take place on the field. You saw a lot of down the field passing. You saw a lot of use of the tight ends. Still throw the run game in there with D'Angelo and the other guys. And this offense is going to be balanced, and they're going to open it up. So you're not going to see the same thing you saw the past few years, run, pass, or whether it's just being too conservative. You're going to see them open it up and take chances. And everybody's raving about the offensive coordinator, Chazinski. They like what he's doing. They like his philosophy. And it could be a good year for the offense if they can get some consistency.
And for you Panther fans that were actually at FanFest on Saturday, the players made the comment today that that's just a small sample of stuff. They got a lot more to put in the playbook, a lot more things though, but just the little taste we got was something they could be excited with.
Yeah, definitely can be excited for this season. I think, you can't predict what they're going to do, wins and losses, but you will see a different philosophy on the football field. You'll see aggressiveness on both sides of the ball, and you'll just see some new stuff going on. You'll see them move players around like Steve Smith to try to give them the ball and just try new things. And I think that's what the fan base has been wanting to see for a few years. Just to keep improving, but to try new things and keep it interesting and keep it fun for the fans. Because honestly, it's been a slow couple of years on the field as far as offense goes. And defense is going to be aggressive this year. So look forward to some exciting things on the field. It's a matter of time for these guys to get out here and we can see what they can do.
One thing I'm actually excited about is for Saturday's game to actually see the defense get the tackle. It's kind of hard to tell right now with the blitz package and the different things because they're getting to position, just kind of wrapping up or kind of running by on the sacks though. But I'm anxious to see with the aggressive attacking style defense what they can do. I know there's still a couple of missing pieces of the puzzle. They lost Edwards indefinitely from the defensive line position there though. Still maybe a corner position, still a little concern there though, but that's going to be something I'm going to look for Saturday night to see how the defense plays.
Yeah, definitely some question marks going in with the D-line. You may have two rookie defensive tackles getting a lot of playing time. The cornerback's going to be a situation to say who's going to be that number two guy. If Munderland's going to step up and take it. These preseason games are going to be more interesting this year. You're going to see battles on the field, maybe more starters playing more time so they can keep learning this offense. And like you said, it's going to be interesting to see what the defense can get out there and do. They've been dying to hit somebody, and now they're going to get a chance to do it. Guys like Eric Norwood, who's looked good in the pass rush, linebackers like Beeson and Anderson and Davis, all are going to want to get out there and hit somebody. And with them using the term aggressive from Sean McDermott's defense, it's going to be good to get out there and see them flying all over the field. So, question marks from the defense and the offense. You got to see the quarterback play. So if you're coming out to the game or if you're watching it on TV, this isn't going to be a normal preseason game where maybe you turn it off after the first quarter. You're probably going to be able to see some things all the way throughout this entire game.
You mentioned Thomas Davis right there. First of all, let's say congratulations that Thomas Davis went back and actually graduated from the University of Georgia. See, he left there about 7 years ago, but thought it was important. Said he kind of laughed at his wife always threw it back at him that she had her degree, but he said, yeah, I've got a pretty good job, though.
Yeah, and his graduation present was a bulldog from his wife.
So that was kind of neat. But he said it would be good, too, from the standpoint that his kids see the value of an education that he and his wife both have a degree. But he's one of the guys that we're talking about too that was out of last year that is dying to actually get out there and hit somebody.
Yeah, when you talk about Thomas Davis, first of all, graduating from college, and you talk about a guy who just signed a brand new 5-year contract. So he's going to have a contract for a few more years in this league. So he's making good money, but still decided to go back in college to get his degree. And that's an important lesson and a good value to show the kids that education is important. But you talk about getting on the field. Davis is probably the fastest linebacker on the field, and he doesn't mind telling you that over everybody else. And with Beeson being able to go back to the middle linebacker spot and Thomas Davis playing outside, the linebacker core might be the second most, as far as depth goes on this team behind the running backs. They have 4 strong linebackers. So it's going to be fun to see them get on the field. And if the defensive line can play with any consistency, the linebackers is going to be a strong part of this defense. And I look for not only Thomas Davis, but John Beeson and James Anderson, who signed a new contract to have big years this season.
It's hard to believe only 4 more days until the Panthers get to go out. This game's going to be kind of fun because it's going to be a measuring stick. How far along are the Panthers at this point? I know Coach Ron Rivera said that, we've got a lot of work to do, but this will be their first measuring stick.
Yeah, going to be a measuring stick, and this week leading up to the game is going to be a measuring stick because Rivera still has not named who is going to start that first preseason game at quarterback. So you got a battle going on right now between Jimmy Clausen and Cam Newton. Both are going to get a lot of playing time in preseason, so it probably doesn't matter. But leading up to the game, these practices are going to be huge so the coaches can see where they want to put people when that first game comes out on the field. And when they finally do get out there, it's going to be interesting to see what these guys can do. They got a lot of young guys who need to show that they can step up and play right away. And it's going to be good to see them get out there and see some live football action. I know fans have been dying for it, where you're going to get it on Saturday, and you're probably going to get a lot better football than you expect in this first preseason game.
Well, hopefully over the next 4 days, the weather has been hot. We needed the rain, though, but hopefully the rain will hold off right there and might be humming the tune. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Maybe it'll be a good week, though. But reporting for training camp tonight, I'm the coach, Dick Cox. He's Dustin Phifer. Again, tune in daily to get our reports of what's going on, but we look forward to seeing you and bringing you reports Saturday night for the game.
Absolutely, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like Coach said, daily interviews, daily video updates from us, just so you can know what's going on down here at training camp in Spartanburg and keep up with your Panthers. So take a look at that.
Happy trails until we meet again.